Item number: YOS-2595. Object class: Safe. Containment procedures: YOS-2595 is to be kept in a humanoid containment cell. YOS-2595 is allowed to leave the chamber and roam the facility, but must return to the chamber no later than 10 p.m. YOS-2595 is to be fed 120 kilograms of steak and 56 gallons of water twice daily. Feeding YOS-2595 other foods is not recommended. D-Class personnel with a history of domestic violence or first or second-degree murder interacting with YOS-2595 is pending approval. Description: YOS-2595 is a human female, 1.6 meters, 5.2 feet, tall, and weighs 112 kilograms, 246 pounds. YOS-2595 seems to have 6 blue fox-like tails located at the rear, and has tail bones connecting to the bottom of the spine. YOS-2595 claims it has no knowledge of these traits, although it seems content with this. YOS-2595 possesses an anomalous compulsion to anyone within a 4-meter radius. Whenever a person exhibits a violent reaction towards the subject, they will immediately get a calming sensation, and won't show any signs of their previous behavior. This radius of effect has increased as of April 15, 2000. See Addendum 02. YOS-2595 has a passive and somewhat cheerful demeanor, and has interacted with personnel when outside of its cell, including other passive anomalies. YOS-2595 was discovered in June 2, 1980, when there were reports of one woman having many tails. Foundation agents went out to find the woman, and was interviewed. YOS-2595 was later relocated to site. Prior to the interview. Addendum 01. Interview. YOS-2595 was interviewed by agents. Following the discovery of it. Interviewed. YOS-2595. Interviewer. Agent. Begin log.
Do you have a name?
Yes, call me Sandra.
Alright Sandra, can you tell me about your tails?
These are things? Well, they're alright I guess, kind of hard to control all of them, but I think I got the hang of it.
Where did you get them from?
No clue. They sort of appeared one day.
Do you think someone might have done that to you?
Again, no clue, but that might be the case.
What do you do with your tails anyway?
They made me feel like an animal, so I sometimes walk on all fours, and even use them as pillows for bed. I even sometimes use them to hold as many items as I want, which is literally me multitasking.
Interesting. Do you have anything else to add before we conclude?
No sir.
End log. Addendum 02. Changes of YOS-2595's radius of effect. YOS-2595's radius of effect had increased to 10 meters.
Decisions made by personnel considering moving YOS-2595 to another site devoid of any anomalies is yet to be approved, in order for its effect to not impact the behaviors of other anomalies in site.
This was stricken from the document. This decision is revoked as of April 27, 2000. See Addendum 04. Addendum 03. Incident. YOS-2595's specified meal is not yet discovered until August 19, 2000. When Dr. attempted to feed YOS-2595 a bowl of mashed potatoes, YOS-2595 became aggressive and attacked him, and attempted to breach containment. YOS-2595 was classified as Euclid, until YOS-2595 no longer exhibited violent behavior and attempted to escape, and was reclassified as safe. When questioned for its behavior, it explained that steak and water were its favorite things to eat and drink, and should only consume those. Following the incident, YOS-2595 should not be fed other foods other than steak and water, in order to prevent another violent attack. Addendum 04. YOS-2595's interaction with YOS-2474. YOS-2595 came into direct contact with YOS-2474 during its containment breach, and YOS-2474 entered YOS-2595's cell. In security camera footage, YOS-2474 seemed to be under the effects of YOS-2595, and became docile. YOS-2595 was visibly startled by the sudden entrance, but later got itself to converse with YOS-2474. Both anomalies conversed for 4 hours, until YOS-2474 was restrained and placed back into containment. When personnel questioned YOS-2595 about YOS-2474, it said that 2474 was enraged but calmed down, and had conversed with it in a calm manner. YOS-2595 was visibly happy when it interacted with YOS-2474, and asked staff members if it could see it again. YOS-2595's radius of effect had somewhat decreased, as personnel with bad intentions experienced no effect when within a 10-meter radius. It is thought that YOS-2474's interaction with YOS-2595 caused it to direct its effect onto YOS-2474, thus decreasing the radius of effect. Therefore, YOS-2474 should not interact with YOS-2595 for a long period of time. Addendum 05. Note from Dr. Oscar.
It seems we have formed two lovebirds, since YOS-2595 is becoming romantically attracted to YOS-2474 the more it is exposed to it. 2595 was eventually seen trying to mate with 2474, which 2474 was visibly disturbed by its actions. We questioned it and it said that he was quite a hottie. I would recommend that we isolate the two of them for a long time, since we don't know what would happen when 2595 is able to successfully mate with 2474.
Addendum 06. YOS-2595 was heavily pregnant, but there were no signs of whoever made it pregnant. With use of medical equipment, YOS-2595 was carrying a child still yet to be tested. After 9 months, YOS-2595 went into labor and was sent to Medical Wing 4. YOS-2595 gave birth 11 minutes later following the transportation to the Medical Wing. The child was genetically a match to YOS-2595 and YOS-2474. It is unknown how YOS-2595 is able to get a child with YOS-2474. But it is thought that it somehow convinced 2474 to mate with it, or got pregnant with 2474 via anomalous means. The child was kept in YOS-2595 following its demands for the child to be with it. As of May 14, 2020, the child is 5 years of age, and YOS-2595 is no longer showing any romantic attraction to YOS-2474.